YouTubers! Mike Martin's here. Mike Martin's channel. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Saturday. Oh, what a gorgeous Saturday. Finally, the store emptied out a bit. And I had quite a few people in here from Kamloops this morning shopping, which is really good. Anyways, I got an article I want to share with you guys, and it's really good. See ya! Local millennials are abandoning Toronto and Vancouver. What have I been talking about for ages? Remember this Douglas Todd article I've been bringing up? Douglas Todd, Aboriginals and Whites leaving Metro Vancouver. You're going to see a mass demographic shift and change in parts of Canada. So this is what Douglas Todd reported in March of this year. So it's saying here, a net total of 9,345 whites and 460 Indigenous people left Metro for other parts of the province in 1 year period. So what is Better Dwelling weighing in with, or coming in with? Well, see ya! Local millennials are abandoning Toronto and Vancouver. So let's scroll down here. Local millennials have enough of Toronto and Vancouver and are starting to leave, Statistics Canada. Latest intra-provincial migration, that's a pretty cool way to say it, numbers show that number of people leaving cities for different parts of the province is accelerating. The trend is showing a huge growth in crucial millennial demographic, a demographic that will be entering their prime earnings and more and home buying years soon. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. No está bueno. Orale. Anyways, net interprovincial migration. Net interprovincial migration is the total change of people that left the city for other parts of the province. That is, if one person from a rural Ontario moves to Toronto, that's 0 people leave Toronto. The net interprovincial migration is 1 point. Number one, if persons move to Ontario and 3 people from Toronto move to Hamilton, the net interprovincial migration is ideally -2. Ideally, the region attracts more people from other parts of the province than they lose. This number is different from immigration, but is just as important. Convincing people to immigrate to a city is good, but retaining the people is even better. After all, cities are built to serve people, not serve the advertisement for immigration, and may be disappointing people once they arrive. Remember Lights, Broken Dreams, Paris? I don't know if you remember reading that book. Broken Boulevard of Dreams. People arrive and it's not what they think. A drastic change in these numbers could indicate the underlying problem that is being reflected in current government stats. Toronto loses 142,000 people to other parts of Ontario. These are taxpayers. These are first-time home buyers. These are millennials. These are people that, like myself. Sorry, guys. I'm still waking up here, and I'm still waking up. Reading and waking up is not my thing. But let's plow through this. Toronto loses 142,000 people to other parts of Ontario. Toronto is seeing the net interprovincial migration numbers plummet. And that's bad. From 2012 to 2017, the net interprovincial migration was 142,465, a 77.53% larger loss than the period before. This means 142,000 more people left Toronto for other parts of the province than Toronto attracted. This place is a lot higher than pace of population growth. Here it is the downwards, so you see the downwards graph here. More people leaving Toronto for other cheaper parts of Ontario, and here you go. And that's happening. It is happening, people. And look at the age ranges that are leaving too, eh? Wow. Holy smokes. This is from Statistics Canada source, okay, guys? Breaking that down by age brackets, the trend is a little worse than you may anticipate. The 20 to 34-year-olds bracket millennials saw the decline, 306.28%, larger than the period before. To contrast, 35 to 49-year age bracket saw the net decline of 48.52, larger than the period before. Toronto is losing young people at a very rapid pace to other parts of the province. Lower Mainland includes Vancouver, loses 18,000 people to other parts of BC. Lower Mainland, the population dense part of British Columbia, is doing better than Toronto, but still not great. From 2012 to 2017, the region saw a net migration of 18,617 people. Decrease was 180% larger than the period before. The number seems relatively small, but the province with a population smaller than the Greater Toronto, the net loss to other regions represent a huge increase. So here you go here. There's Toronto's numbers right there. Phew. So people are going to Hamilton, probably London, Ontario, probably Windsor, Ontario, probably Woodstock, Ontario, Cayuga, all kinds of places people are moving to. Two interesting demographics are changing in the province. The largest loss was in seniors that are likely changing seeker greener pastures. 65-plus demographics showed migration of 2,575, a whopping 344% more people compared to the period before. The 20 and 34 demographic saw a net intra-provincial migration reach of 139. That is 103% decrease from the period before. The demographic was previously the only demographic not decline across the region. The real irony is that these two regions spend huge amounts of cash to attract millennial immigrants. At this point, millennials should be putting down roots and entering their prime earning years. So this is the time when people are starting to spend, lay families, lay roots, call a place they could call home, you know? Retaining millennials is typically a win for both local economy and well as birth rates in the region, if they have kids, if they could even afford to have kids. Maybe someone should teach local politicians about the concept of retention. Sorry guys, I'm really out of it this morning. I had my coffee though, so there should be no excuses. I should be able to read this fine, but I'm reading through, I'm going to give you some excuses because I can't read. I have a grade 6 reading level, and I'm reading through a phone. It sucks. Anyways, it's not whether I could read or not, it's the message. I want to know what's happening. I know this is happening in Sydney and Melbourne. I know Dublin's facing this in Ireland. I know Edinburgh's facing this right now. Heck, I mean, I'm one of those statistics. I left, you know, but I'm 40. It's not that I couldn't. Oh, poor white boy can't afford a house in Vancouver. He had to go to marriage. No, it's not that. I could, but why would I want to? That's the thing. Is it really worth it? So, you know, ghost towns. Is Toronto, question below, comment. 1. Is Toronto and Vancouver, Sydney, Melbourne, Dublin, San Francisco, LA County, are they converting and becoming ghost? Seattle, are they converting and becoming ghost town? Question number 2, is this happening in your area? Do you see it? Are you tempted? Oh no, are you seeing these patterns in your area? Question number 3, are you tempted to look at cheaper areas and give yourself more, diversifying different things, and actually give yourself more opportunity out there with more disposable income? More disposable income means more to invest. More to invest equals more return. Let me know what you guys think. It is I, Mike Martins, here in beautiful Merritt, sunny Merritt, British Columbia. It is an absolute gorgeous day here. The town is bustling. I had a lot of out-of-towners come down and visit me already. I appreciate that, guys from Kamloops. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what you guys think. Bye.